Malibu is a fusion of luxury and nature, and where some of the best beaches in the world meet upscale living. And an active lifestyle is going to be the norm because we do have perfect weather. So enjoying the outdoors is a must. However, just like every other city in the world, Malibu is definitely going to have its drawbacks. And in this video, we're going to discuss the good and the bad in regards to living in Malibu, so stay tuned. Guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Richard Soto, a local real estate broker with VIP Realty, and we do videos discussing what it's like to live, work, and play throughout the great state of California. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today, we're discussing one of my favorite cities in the world, Malibu, and what's not to like. And in this video, we're going to cover numerous reasons why you might not want to relocate to Malibu. However, there's also a lot of pros, and we're going to get into each one of those here today. Malibu is going to have a population of nearly 11,000 residents and is located in Los Angeles County and is one of the best places to live in California. In Malibu, there are a lot of restaurants, coffee shops, and parks. Many retirees live in Malibu, and the public schools in Malibu are highly rated. The location is going to be somewhat ideal as well. If you're needing to get into Los Angeles, you're looking at about a 30-mile drive, which is going to be around 45 minutes or so, depending on the time of traffic. Or if you drive like me and you throw it in the sports mode and put the pedal to the metal, you can get there within 35 minutes or so, just depending on if you're willing to take chances and drive fast. Malibu also is going to have diverse demographics. The median age in Malibu is around 50 years old, and 50% of the people living in Malibu are between the ages of 80 and 50. The racial and ethnic makeup is 80% white, 12% two or more races, 12% Hispanic or Latino. To me, that's going to be a con. There's not a lot of diversity in Malibu. However, we're still not into the pros and the cons just yet. Let's cover some additional demographics in regards to living, working, and playing in Malibu. The sex ratio is going to be 50% males to 50% females. Poverty rate is only 8.5%. The median household income is going to be around $187,000. The number of households is going to be around 4,400, while owner-occupied homes are 77%. Renter-occupied homes are 23%. And almost 98% of the residents have a high school diploma, and about 70% have a bachelor's degree or higher. So needless to say, pretty much everyone in Malibu is going to have a higher education, or the majority of the residents anyway. In addition to that, most of the people in Malibu are going to be earning a significant income. Needless to say, it's going to be very, very expensive if you want to reside in one of the best cities in not only California, but the world. Now let's go ahead and get right into it. And if you watched any of my videos, you know I like my dessert first. So let's start with the pros of living right here in Malibu. Starting with the first pro, and it's going to be the weather. One thing about living in Southern California is that we're going to have some of the best weather in the world without question. You're going to have about 300 days of sunshine, and it's not going to be overbearing and humid and extremely hot like it was back in Texas, where I was born and raised. I can assure you those hot summer months were unbearable. So when you come to Southern California, you really, really enjoy the summer months. And that's why so many people want to reside in Malibu, or at the very least, come visit during the summer months. The summer temperature is going to range between 70 to 80 Fahrenheit, which is perfect in my world, and the winters are going to be very, very mild. It's going to get to around 50 to 60, which is nothing, okay? I can still be out in my shorts, my slides, and a t-shirt and still be able to function and go about my day without freezing to death. So without question, the weather in Malibu is going to be a huge pro. Now that we have the first pro knocked out of the way, let's move on to the second one, and they're going to go together, and that is going to be the beaches in Malibu. The beaches in Malibu are going to be some of the best beaches in the world without question. Malibu is known for its pristine beaches that stretch along 21 miles of prime Pacific coastline in Southern California. Famous for its sandy beaches, world-class surf spots, and celebrity homes, Malibu offers a beach experience for everyone. Whether you're a surfer, unlike myself, okay, I can't even stand up for 1 second, much less try to attempt to surf, or maybe you just want a suntan. Once again, as you can see by my complexion, I don't need to be suntanning any more than I already do. Or maybe you just want to sightsee and walk the beach. The Malibu Beach Experience has something for everyone. So if you enjoy the outdoors, especially the beach, you want to hear those ocean waves crashing, the birds flying. I can't express to you how beautiful the beaches in Malibu are, and Malibu in general. So you have great weather, great beaches. Now let's move on to the third pro, and that is going to be outdoor activities. Once again, as we discussed earlier, the weather is perfect, and you don't want to squander perfect, beautiful weather by sitting inside your home. That doesn't make any sense. We want to get out and about on a daily basis and take in that vitamin D, whether you want to go jogging, going down some trails, or maybe you just want to people watch as you stroll down the beach. There's a ton of different outdoor activities that you can partake in right here in Malibu. The landscape surrounding Malibu is incredibly diverse, offering many outdoor activities. You can easily access the Santa Monica Mountains for hiking, with trails offering panoramic ocean and hill views. Also, kayaking, paddleboarding, and surfing are popular water activities due to the city's extended coastline. Bird watchers and wildlife enthusiasts will also appreciate the rich biodiversity within the area's nature reserves. So there's going to be something for everyone who enjoys the outdoors. I'm more of a hiker, biker. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you, okay? I don't like to hike per se, not for a far distance anyway, and I'm not much of a biker. I haven't ridden a bike since I was about 14 years old. But what I do like to do is just head out to the beach, take in the sights, just sit there and watch my kids run up and down, get up once in a while. I don't wanna overexert myself, toss the football around, play a little touch football, and just have fun with the kids. There's so much to do regardless of what you're into in regards to the outdoor activities. So on a daily basis, there's definitely some exercise that you can take advantage of doing in Malibu due to its beautiful scenery and perfect weather. Moving on to the next pro, and for me, it's another big one, and that is going to be the public ISD. I have kids that go to public schools, and I assure you, I am not a parent who is willing to pay for private schools. I just don't see the need in it. And when you're paying enormous taxes, I expect to have a solid education for my kids. In Malibu, according to niche.com, has an A+ rating. They have exceptional public schools where you can feel secure and safe when your kids are off at school, and you know they're going to receive a quality education, which a lot of areas throughout California cannot say that statement because not every area in California has exceptional schools like Malibu does. Malibu is more than just a surfing and tourist destination. It can be a great place to live, especially if you're raising your own family. Malibu High School ranked in the top 4% of high schools nationwide in 2023, according to the U.S. News and World Report. Out of 18,000 public schools in the country, Malibu High ranked 660 and 93 in California. For countrywide rankings, Malibu ranked 39. This district's average testing rankings is 10 out of 10, which is in the top 10% of public schools in California. So guys, there you go. You're going to have great schools in Malibu. So if you have a family like I do, Malibu is going to be a great place to call home if, it's a big if you can afford to live in one of the most expensive areas in the country. That's gonna lead to our segue into the cons of living in Malibu. Those are a few of the pros. There's a lot of other pros. We just want to keep it to a short pros and cons list. I want to just give you the most significant pros in my opinion and significant cons. And one of the biggest cons is going to be housing. Regardless of wherever you live throughout the country, you're going to need housing, and it's going to be very, very expensive if you need housing in Malibu. The median listing home price is around $6 million. That is staggering, guys, pretty much for anyone. While the median listing home price per square foot was $1,900 and the median listing home sold price was almost $4 million. So needless to say, if you did inherit a house in Malibu, you better have some very deep pockets to be able to afford a home in Malibu. So that's going to be a massive con because the real estate options in Malibu are going to be some of the most expensive real estate prices in the country without question. So if the housing is extremely expensive and almost unaffordable and unattainable for most people, the cost of living, which is going to be the second con, and you can kind of put them together if you'd like, the cost of living is going to be through the roof. I can assure you it's going to be very expensive if you want to reside in Malibu. Even if you're trying to live below your means, you're going to have to pay a big price tag to reside in the city of Malibu. According to payscale.com, Malibu's cost of living is 188% higher than the national average. Malibu's housing expenses are 669% higher than the national average, and the utility prices are 11% higher than the national average. Transportation expenses like bus fares and gas prices are 28% higher, while healthcare in Malibu is 12% higher than the national average. From those stats, you can pretty much live anywhere in the world and it's going to be less than Malibu. However, you have to pay a premium price if you want to live in one of the best cities in the world. And without question, in my opinion, Malibu is one of the best cities in Southern California and in the US, without a doubt. And if you want to reside in Malibu, you're going to have to pay for it, okay? It's not going to come cheap, needless to say. So housing, cost of living, those are massive cons if you want to reside in Malibu. Okay, let's move on to the second con, and that is going to be traffic, and there's going to be a ton of it. There's so many people that want to visit. There's tourists everywhere, so traffic is going to be horrendous pretty much 7 days a week. So you need to plan accordingly because that 15-minute commute could turn into 30 or 40 minutes if you're not careful. So if you're trying to get around town fast and quickly, it's probably not going to happen because who doesn't want to visit Malibu? Who doesn't want to come take in the scenes, check out the cafes, and stroll the beach? Malibu has so much to offer, and not only do its residents want to take advantage of that, visitors from around the world want to as well. All right, let's keep the show going. Moving on to the third con, and that is going to be national disasters. As a matter of fact, Malibu has earned a title as wildfire capital of North America, which is not a title that I'm sure Malibu wants to be associated with. However, there are definitely natural disasters in and around Malibu. And if wildfires were not enough, small mudslides and rock slides occur regularly in Malibu, especially during the rainy winter months. So as you can see, Malibu is definitely not perfect. It pretty much is though. If you can afford and have the wherewithal to pay all those expensive high bills, whether it's your housing, whether it's public transportation, maybe you just want to drink a cup of coffee and eat a donut, it's probably going to cost you 5 times the amount than wherever it is that you're watching this video from right now. However, you are paying for the price of natural beauty, perfect weather. There's great people that reside in the city of Malibu. Malibu just has so much to offer. It is absolutely, truly amazing and one of the most beautiful cities in the United States. And for those that can afford it, they choose Malibu because it is absolutely beautiful. However, Malibu does have its cons, as we discussed. There's good, there's bad in every city. But in my opinion, Malibu has a lot more pros than cons. It's really difficult to find cons in regards to living in Malibu. The obvious con for anyone is obviously going to be the cost of living. Other than that, I can deal with the traffic because I'm taking in some of the most beautiful views in the world. So while I'm stuck in traffic, I can just look over and see the beautiful ocean. And it's okay if I'm stuck and delayed for an extra 10 to 15 minutes no big deal. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're considering relocating to the city of Malibu or throughout the state of California, my team and I would love to assist you with your next real estate transaction. We want to be your go-to source for all your real estate needs. Whether you're looking to purchase, lease, whether it's residential or commercial, we are here to assist you. For now, I got to get back to all your phone calls, emails, and texts, so I will see you on the next video.